Good morning. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP. It'll be mostly cloudy skies today with a high near 27. We will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Courthouse furniture and the Styropec plant were discussed at the Commissioners' work session on Wednesday. Here's Beaver County Radio's Curtis Walsh with more.
At the Beaver County Commissioners' work session Wednesday morning, Treasurer Sandy Egley brought up a suggestion that the furniture in the courthouse cafe should be replaced. Commissioner Jack Manning relayed that even the chairs in the Commissioners' meeting room are getting worn out. The county will explore the options of replacing the aging furniture. During public comment, the commissioners were asked about the Styropec plant, which has recently went up for sale. Commissioner Jack Manning weighed in on the subject, stating that he doesn't believe there will be a buyer of the plant itself, meaning that it will close, although he does believe that the site will likely be redeveloped. From Beaver, this is Curtis Walsh reporting for Beaver County Radio News.
According to police, the search for a woman that probably fell into a sinkhole in Pennsylvania to look for her missing cat continues. State police have confirmed that Elizabeth Pollard was seen previously close to 5 p.m. on Monday calling out to Pepper, the name of her escaped cat. Early Tuesday morning, one of the members of the family of Pollard contacted state police to validate that she was missing. Pleasant Unity Volunteer Fire Department Chief John Baca has verified that dogs, cameras, as well as other devices that are electronic are being used to try to find Pollard. Baca also notes that the mine that is the prime location for the search is broken in several areas and is making those looking for Pollard go past just sending people down to rescue her as they are getting worried about Pollard and her level of oxygen. The Bureau of Mines also gave the search party maps that existed back in the 1940s that were drawn by hand as well. This is a developing story, and we will have updates as soon as they are available. According to a release from the United States Congressman Chris Deluzio's office, the House of Representatives on Wednesday night passed the Roberto Clemente Commemorative Coin Act, which displays Pittsburgh Pirate baseball great Roberto Clemente on coins. Clemente was not just a legendary baseball player, but a man who tried to bring change as an activist off the field. These coins will be produced by the Department of the Treasury, while the coins being sold will be included with a payment to the Roberto Clemente Foundation. The release also stated that Deluzio was originally one of the co-sponsors, along with Western Pennsylvania, showing him as their representative for this bill to be official. And according to a release from Jim Garrity, Director of Affairs at AAA East Central, storms in winter, road conditions that are sloppy, and bad weather are all reasons that close to 500,000 crashes and over 2,000 deaths occur on the road each year. Garrity also provides some tips that you can use to stay safe driving in the snowy weather and to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter. And they are: stay home if the winter forecast is precarious and you don't have to be anywhere. Leave early because running late to work leads to anxiety. Slow down, accelerate, turn, and brake as gradually and smoothly as possible. Don't tailgate. Never use cruise control on slippery roads. If a car begins to skid, continue to steer it in the direction you want it to go. Have the vehicle's battery tested. Replace worn windshield wiper blades. Use the right washer fluid. Inspect your tires and carry an emergency kit equipped for winter weather. This newscast is being brought to you by St. Barnabas.
Let's face it, work is a large part of your life. Why not choose a job that allows the opportunity of a fulfilling career working with people who appreciate you? St. Barnabas Health System is looking for extraordinary, service-minded people to join our team. Earn and learn with career opportunities on our clinical, housekeeping, and food service teams. For more information and to apply, visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com or call 724-444-JOBS. Jobs that are apart from the ordinary. Find them at St. Barnabas Health System.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
A winter weather advisory remains in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow, which could bring us an additional 3 to 5 inches of snow, along with continued gusty winds. Today it'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of snow showers. We'll see a high near 27. Snow showers likely tonight will drop down to a low around 22. Partly sunny tomorrow with a chance of snow mainly in the early part of the day. We'll reach a high of 29 and an overnight low of 21. And partly sunny on Saturday with a chance of snow flurries. We'll see a high near 33 and a low of 27. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Thursday, December 5th of 2024, at 10 minutes after 9, we've got a temperature of 25 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I am Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Teleforum is on the air on Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. The show is presented by East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Saves. And now, here is the host of the show, Eddie Crow.
Today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be an informative day. Today I'm going to start two gentlemen off with something they're going to hear all day. In the studio with me, Tony Amadeo and Jack Manning. It's the monthly Ask the Commissioners. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw it at you both right now because you're going to hear it. How come you ain't salted my road yet? Are you responsible for those roads?
No.
Tell people that, because like right off the bat.
What do we have? Maybe 20, 25 miles worth of county roads? Everything else is PennDOT or municipality. So,
Okay.
We have a lot of bridges, though.
yeah,
Do you?
We do own bridges, which we take.
Well, wait a minute. So you'll drive on a road that you don't got to deal with to get to a bridge that you do, and then really?
And thusly, we cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay. Tony Amadeo with the first dad joke of the day. Jack Manning is here. If you've got questions, it's called Ask the Commissioners for a reason. It's also on Facebook, so you can post your questions.
I will tell you, it took me 15 minutes to come down the West Mayfield Hill to go to Athens this morning before I came into the studio. That hill is always a mess. And I don't know if I'm sure PennDOT solved it, but
We just got a dust
it's
thing
just
right
bad.
at
Who's in charge of Green Garden Road?
State.
That would
Okay.
be PennDOT as well.
I've been told that was sketchy this morning.
Most of the hills around here. And I think they did try and salt, but sometimes, the salt melts and it was so windy and everything else.
Yeah,
It just freezes back over
All the main
sometimes.
arteries are state, PennDOT.
How much budget is involved? Because I've going out to bust the ice off my truck to get in. I saw Ambridge. They were already salting. That's not cheap to do at a county level. How much are you guys just with the bridges and the 45 miles?
That's a good question. I don't know. We'd have to ask our liquid fuels person, Tammy Frank, on how much salt we buy. And usually there's a collaborative effort to buy the salt and store it.
But the last couple
so
of
we
years,
can
it
use
hasn't
so
been bad. It really hasn't. We've been blessed.
Compared to 15, 20 years ago, it seems like we're having less frequent snow issues and less severe. But
Maybe it's weather change, because I know it can't be possibly climate change. But
So maybe this is a win with climate change. Maybe Erie did something bad.
yeah, they formed a town on a lake.
when I
Let's stop here.
Back when I was student teaching, I took some classes at Edinburgh, and I'm not the tallest person in the world, but I was below the snow line.
It was a wicked weekend for Buffalo, Erie, Cleveland. Yeah.
Watertown, New York.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any thought from one year to the next planning for something like that?
You can't. You really can't.
Can you plan for hurricanes in Florida?
No.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a hazard mitigation plan that natural disasters have and how they respond to those and stuff. But there's not much prep you can do. Even with the hillslides and the landslides and stuff that we have, and again, most of that falls on the state to provide the funding to help repair those things. And I think they just throw out kind of an average number over so many years. This is what we've kind of spent. They just kind of plug that into the budget, but there's not much.
Plus, there's a lot of cooperation between the municipalities when something like that happens.
All right, the phone number, if you've got questions to ask the commissioners, 724-843-1888. This is also being fed, right? Fed.
Sure.
Yes.
On our Facebook page. Questions you want to post the comment in the comment section, you can. Let me answer the phone. Jack, you should be able to hear that in those there headphones. High quality broadcast equipment.
Starting a phone call early.
I know. Somebody, you know what that means?
Somebody's paying attention?
No, somebody's already ticked off.
Oh.
When you sit down and the phone starts blinking and you hadn't said a word yet. All right. Hi, thank you for calling Ask the Commissioners. What's your name?
Good morning. This is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, I want to commend the commissioners, first off, for their ability to work together as a three-man team, three-person team, I should say. That hasn't always been our past history in Beaver County. So I want to start off with that. My question is, who vets the application for these county-sponsored grants to renovate houses? And the reason why I ask that is we have a house in our neighborhood that recently got a $20,000 no payback grant for all kind of work on the house, and the whole neighborhood was upset because of the ownership of the house. That's all I'm going to say. I actually, my neighbors asked me, since I'm willing to do that, I went to the county housing office in Beaver Falls and laid out the details that I'm not going to put on the air here, but wanted to know who vets those applications, and they said, we don't know. So I'm asking the people.
It all depends.
I'm not sure who you spoke to.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the grants and funding from that either comes through the federal government through HUD. Or through the state through housing opportunities and the FAIR, PHARE, fair housing grants and stuff. There is an application process. They're eventually vetted by either HUD or the Commonwealth.
We need a little bit more information to be able to answer that question.
Well, I got all the facts. I just didn't want to lay it out on the air.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, get in touch with them, Charlie.
Yeah, and some organizations don't necessarily have to go through the county to get those. They can go directly to the state for some of those. If they're nonprofit organizations or some others, they can deal directly. Usually, we do get a letter or some kind of a statement saying who they're supporting and what applications, what organizations. And then there's ones like Habitat for Humanity and those kinds of things that have their own entity and
It's
fundraise
contingent on the circumstances.
and do stuff.
I want to ask you a general politics question before we go to break, okay? As the commissioners, Jack Manning is here and Tony Amadeo is here. How much more convoluted is our government than it needs to be? Because we talking about the roads and the bridges. Well, they're in charge of this, and over here is this, and this is that. There seems to be a whole lot of moving parts that don't necessarily. Am I stating the obvious?
Yeah, there's a class in junior high. It's called American Civics.
I took it.
Yeah, and if you paid attention there, you'd get an idea, a basic blueprint on how the levels of government work and how they operate between each other.
Tony, I didn't pay attention. What
Well,
did I
look,
miss?
it's the way they should work on paper in the classroom and the way they do work and how it gets convoluted sometimes. And that has to do with the people that are in certain positions that don't know what they're doing necessarily.
And it's different throughout the country. It depends if you're in the Northeast, if you're down south, out west. It's different everywhere.
How so?
I'll just give you one example.
Because I grew up around the Alabama rural version of the same
weirdness. Everything in Alabama
weirdness.
is based on counties.
Yeah.
The fire departments, the police departments, everything is county.
And the sheriff is the man.
And he's the man because he's the head of the county law enforcement. And that all came out of the plantation system.
Mm-hmm.
Up here, we've got, I forget how many municipalities in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
It blows my mind.
32?
It's 4 or
Yeah.
5. I think it's 4,000 or something. It's
Last number I saw was 3,200. So maybe it's like Jackson, maybe it is 4,000.
When I drive from Ambridge to the north side, to the stadiums, I think I technically go through 5 or 6 different townships and 8 or 9 different towns, and it's 11 miles.
Right.
So again, we've got 53 and a half here in Beaver County. So,
and you're in charge of the bridges.
Right.
well, 57 I think active bridges we have, something like that.
Yeah, there was 62. So
Yeah,
apparently.
and then there are 5
that begs the question.
inactive or closed. So
Yeah.
a lot of those
Okay.
are like 20-foot spans over
Right.
a stream, a waterway
Just talking
somewhere.
basic water
All right.
crossings.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
There were
major
62,
bridges.
now there's 57. What happened? Oh,
No, some
they're
of them have
gone.
been
Give you an
closed.
example, one
Well, the
over
Falston Bridge
Falston,
is closed.
yeah.
Falston Bridge we own. It's inactive, so that's one of those 62 that is in there. And I know there's a couple out in some rural areas that have been closed for a while.
That's one less bridge my tax dollars have to pay for salt, I guess. And so thank you. I asked the commissioners.
One less bridge to cross. Yes.
Karen Carpenter.
Oh, jeez.
The Carpenters.
No.
That's
the ironworkers.
It's time for the Holly Jolly Christmas Concert with an all-star lineup Saturday, December 7th at the Hopewell Senior High School. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. The concert starts at 7. The Hopewell High School Drumline and Chorus, Holly Jolly Horn Section, the Holly Jolly Band, and Bailey Taylor will be performing. Special guests include KDKA's Mary Hours, Rick Wachowski, and Bobby Thompson. Tickets are available at the door. Children 5 and younger are free. That's the Holly Jolly Christmas Concert, December 7th at the Hopewell High School.
Hey, Mom, look at this. It's Community Christmas Celebration Flyer. Can we go?
Let me see that. Oh, it's at the Fellowship Hall of Grace Lutheran Church in Rochester, PA on December 7th, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, they'll have Santa, crafts, face painting, and even a reading of The Night Before Christmas.
That sounds wonderful. And cookies and wassail will be served. Delicious. It's so nice to unite for Christmas and celebrate as a community.
So, can we go?
Absolutely. This sounds like a perfect way to get into the Christmas spirit.
Thank you, Mom. I'm so excited.
Join us for the Community Christmas Celebration at Grace Lutheran Church in Rochester, PA on December 7th from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Don't miss the Beaver Valley Choral Society's Carols by Candlelight concert that follows. Gather your family and celebrate the season with us.
Hear ye, hear ye. It's time to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Start celebrating at the Our Lady of the Valley Parish's 2024 Christmas Spectacular on Saturday, December the 7th at the St. Cecilia Church Hall on California Avenue in Rochester. The day starts with Brunch with Santa from 10 until 1. The cost is just $10, and kids can take a picture with Santa, have story time, write a letter to baby Jesus and Santa, and participate in various crafts. The auction baskets can be previewed and chances purchased from December the 2nd to the 6th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the St. Cecilia Church Hall. For event tickets, call 724-561-3295 or 724-651-1403. Have you ever found something interesting that makes you go, oh? Then tune in every other Tuesday from 5 to 5:30 p.m. on Beaver County Radio for the Oh Show with Orlana Dawkins Drury. Orlana relates her views about informing, inspiring, and entertaining headlines that makes the world go round in interviews with local influencers that make you go, oh. The episode will be on Beaver County Radio Facebook and YouTube pages, so make sure to join the Oh Show with Orlana Dawkins Drury every other Tuesday from 5 to 5:30 right here on 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP.
There's exciting news. A new pharmacy in New Brighton just opened, Forward RX. It's an independent community pharmacy that fills prescriptions at transparent cost-plus pricing on many generic medications. No insurance or discount coupons needed. Brandon Anthonopoulos will discuss your needs and how Forward RX can help you save money. The pharmacy experience you deserve is more affordable than you think. Become a Forward member today. Stop in 809 3rd Avenue, New Brighton, or check their prices at FWDRX.com.
Join Fisher's New Brighton Foodland and Beaver County Radio for 2 big live broadcasts benefiting our seniors. Stop in on December the 10th and 17th from 10 a.m. to noon to donate an item. Some items needed are socks, blankets, soap, lotion, puzzles, games, juice, cereal, peanut butter, coffee, tea, or a gift card. Join us for some fun, like spinning the prize wheel. See the new prize van. The following Santa helpers include the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, eXp Realty, the Latham Team, Forward RX, and Patriot Home Care. Let's put a smile on Beaver County citizens this Christmas.
Talk about what's happening in Beaver County or around the world on Teleforum. 724-843-1888. 724-774-1888. It's Teleforum with Eddie Crow.
It is, but it's more than that. It's Ask the Commissioners. Commissioner Jack Manning, Commissioner Tony Amadeo. You can ask the commissioners by posting it in the comment section on the live Facebook feed. Now that I'll remember to click that button, there we go. You can also call 724-843-1888. A couple of minutes before Noah with news, let's do this. Hi, what's your name?
Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you? What's your question?
Actually, it's a statement. I wanted to
No. It's not. No, the name of the show is not Tell Stuff to the Commissioners. Don, it's Ask the Commissioners.
Put it in form of a question.
Yes, can you put it in the form of a question, says the teacher. Can you put it in the form of a question, Don? I think Don hung up. He got mad. No, it's not a question. It's a statement. Oh, you're in the wrong meeting, bro.
I think he was going to give us a compliment. And
Yes.
I can't believe you.
Don, now I feel bad. What if he was? But you know this as a public
We had
figure.
that sense.
How many people call you to compliment you versus how many people call you wanting to know why their street's not okay?
It's 50-50.
It's better than 60-40.
Listen, you try and sell it to
Yeah, it's, we get some.
All right. News with Noah Haswell's coming up. Don, if you were going to give him a compliment, please call back. But the name of the show is not Tell Him Stuff. Now, if you want to have a show where Don tells us stuff, that can be arranged. Get your checkbook.
Football season is here, and East Rochester and Tuska Shop and Save is your tailgate headquarters. With all the food and beverages you need to make your tailgates and game day parties the best in town. Fire up the grill with their top quality meats, delicious burgers, hot dogs, and chicken wings. Get your cheese and meat platters, dips, and all your game day snacks. Check out their wide variety of wines and the beer cave. Don't miss out on amazing weekly specials and save money at the pump with every dollar you spend. Stop by your Shop and Save at the Tuska Plaza or East Rochester today for everything you need this football season.
We have Art Cornell here from the Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum. Art, what's new at the cemetery?
We've just completed a new addition to the mausoleum with above-ground burial crypts, indoor and outdoor niches, and family areas. The Beaver Mausoleum advantages include no plot maintenance, the convenience of a heated and air-conditioned building for visitation, and an adjoining private chapel. It's a perfect final resting place for your loved ones.
Thanks, Art. Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum, serving all of Beaver County since 1865.
Make your Christmas holidays special with a visit to Beaver County's Christmas Extravaganza at the Lodge in Brady's Run Park. Over the years, this event has woven its magic to attract thousands of visitors. This is one of Beaver County's largest Christmas community events. Friday, December the 6th from 5 to 9, Saturday, December the 7th, and Sunday, December the 8th from noon to 9. Free parking and shuttle service available. Limited handicap parking. Visit Candy Lane Gift Shop and select a gift for someone special. Hungry? Stop by the North Pole Cafe for a great snack. Stroll a lane through the beautiful decorated trees and wreaths. Vote on your favorite. Make a beautiful memory with a visit to the Christmas Extravaganza with your family. Don't forget the special auction on Thursday, December the 12th at 6 p.m. at the Lodge. All trees and wreaths will be auctioned off. That's Thursday, December the 12th. Happy holidays from the Beaver County Christmas Extravaganza.
How would you like to make the holidays a little better? This is Andy Dangle from Freedom United Federal Credit Union with a Christmas wish for you. Make the holiday the one you've always dreamed of with a visit to Freedom United Federal Credit Union. The cash you need to make the holidays festive is available right now with low interest rates and approvals that will have the money, in some cases for those qualifying, deposited into your account later today so you can shop tomorrow. While you're there, register to win a Christmas breakfast tray from Cafe Kolache in Beaver. That's right, get the money you need plus a delicious holiday breakfast for you and your family just by doing business with Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Register for the Cafe Kolache breakfast tray, no purchase necessary, at Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester, Center Township, or at the Northgate Plaza just north of Zelienople. You see, the interest really is in you at Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Click freedomunitedfcu.com, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
There's exciting news. A new pharmacy in New Brighton just opened, Forward RX. It's an independent community pharmacy that fills prescriptions at transparent cost-plus pricing on many generic medications. No insurance or discount coupons needed. Brandon Anthonopoulos will discuss your needs and how Forward RX can help you save money. The pharmacy experience you deserve is more affordable than you think. Become a Forward member today. Stop in 809 3rd Avenue, New Brighton, or check their prices at FWDRX.com.
Beaver County Radio's news source, 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and streaming at beavercountyradio.com.
Good morning. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP. It'll be mostly cloudy skies today with a high near 27. We will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Beaver County radio news correspondent Sandy Giordano reports an update on a fire that occurred in Beaver Falls early this morning. According to a report from Beaver County 911, a call came in for a structure fire at a home located at 613 6th Street at 2:30 a.m. The report also notes that assistance by several fire departments was seen and a second alarm was called in. There were no reports of injuries and firefighters were still on scene as of 7 a.m. The election recount and furniture were topics of discussion at the Commissioners' work session on Wednesday. Here's Beaver County Radio's Curtis Walsh with more.
It was announced that the election vote recount in Beaver County has concluded, including an audit that took place on some of the votes. According to the board, everything has checked out regarding the election in the county. Also at the meeting, Treasurer Sandy Egley brought up a suggestion that the furniture in the courthouse should be replaced. Commissioner Jack Manning relayed that even the chairs in the commissioner's meeting room are getting worn out. The county will explore the options of replacing the aging furniture. From Beaver, this is Curtis Walsh reporting for Beaver County Radio News.
According to a release from the United States Congressman Chris DeLuzio's office, the House of Representatives on Wednesday night passed the Roberto Clemente Commemorative Coin Act, which displays Pittsburgh Pirate baseball great Roberto Clemente on coins. Clemente was not just a legendary baseball player, but a man who tried to bring change as an activist off the field. These coins will be produced by the Department of the Treasury, while the coins being sold will be included with a payment to the Roberto Clemente Foundation. The release also stated that DeLuzio was originally one of the co-sponsors, along with Western Pennsylvania showing him as their representative for this bill to be official. And beginning on this Friday evening and ending on this Saturday evening, New Brighton will be holding their Christmas Fest. From 6 to 9 p.m. on Friday night, the 7th year of the Wassail Walk, which is a tour full of hearing carolers sing, along with serving both appetizers and wassail, will occur. The event has tickets worth $20, with children receiving free admission, while the New Brighton Public Library, which is also where the tickets can be bought, will receive the proceeds. The festival continues on Saturday with a free look around the main street of New Brighton, transforming into a Christmas-themed atmosphere from 2 to 8 p.m. There will be activities for both the adults and the kids, which include music, movies for the holiday season, games guests can interact with, vendors selling food, rides on horse-drawn sleighs, a petting zoo, a market with holiday items, a candy cane themed miniature golf course, an auction for wreaths held by the New Brighton Elementary School, a holiday light show with LED lights, as well as drinks themed for the holidays for adults with identification required. From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., 3rd Avenue and its vehicular traffic will be closed along with its side streets for the festivities on Saturday, and 5th and 2nd Avenues will be the detour locations while 3rd Avenue is closed.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
A winter weather advisory remains in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow, which could bring us an additional 3 to 5 inches of snow, along with continued gusty winds. Today it'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of snow showers. We'll see a high near 27. Snow showers likely tonight will drop down to a low around 22. Partly sunny tomorrow with a chance of snow mainly in the early part of the day. We'll reach a high of 29 and an overnight low of 21. And partly sunny on Saturday with a chance of snow flurries. We'll see a high near 33 and a low of 27. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Thursday, December 5th of 2024, at 34 minutes after 9, we've got a temperature of 24 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I am Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Teleforum is on the air on Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. The show is presented by East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Saves. And now, here is the host of the show, Eddie Crow.
As the commissioners, it's way better. Tony Amadeo is in the studio with me. Jack Manning is in the studio with me. Your calls are coming into the studio. But it's asked, and somebody called. I feel bad now because it may have been a compliment and I cut you guys short. Maybe this will get it sorted out. Hi, thank you for calling Ask the Commissioners. That's flexible. What's your name?
Commissioners. Georgie Porgy.
Hi, Georgie Porgy. What's your question for the commissioners?
Okay, I've got a couple questions for them.
All right.
Have they completed their fiscal budget for the year 2025?
Is the fiscal budget for 2025 complete?
Yes.
Is your homework done?
Yes.
It's been 30-day notice, and we'll be voting on it the 12th, December 12th, officially.
Next question. Next question. Has the property tax going to be increased
With
again?
no tax increase.
None. Even though we anticipate a revenue shortfall due to some of the appeals, it's an insignificant amount, and we're fiscally accountable enough that we do not have to raise taxes to make up for that small shortfall that we'll have in revenue.
Which I might add hasn't been raised since 2016.
2017, I think, was the last.
2016, 2017. Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
How can I get a copy of the budget?
I believe it's on the website, right?
What's that? Oh, yeah, it's
I don't have a computer.
Yes.
You don't
have
it?
a computer, so
That makes it a little more difficult. I assume if you come in, somebody might be able to get you a copy. If you come into the commissioner's office, we can probably run one off for you.
I mean, how many pages are we talking about? 10?
A lot.
1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, it has all the departments, all the revenue coming in from the state and federal government, as well as our own operating revenue. All the expenditures by department breaks down.
Georgie Porgy, we will make sure you'll get a copy of the budget, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
brother.
I'd like to see the budget, you know.
Anybody that's enthused enough to read that many pages will help out.
Well,
I used to do a budget with my borough here, and we had to get it done, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work where that money's going to, and you have to prove where it's going to. And I just like to read over, see where our money's being spent. Now, one more question again.
Mm-hmm.
How about the property that you guys are supposed to purchase on housing, all the paperwork and stuff? And has that been completed? Did you guys come up with a settlement on that? What you're going to do?
I can't hear what you're saying. We have a copy on the desk.
All right. He's asking about the Times Building, Mushroom Farm, real estate stuff.
No, that's still.
I think that's still going.
With the chairman, no official action has taken place yet.
Is there a timeline where something or more or
I don't have
news
an
will
answer
happen?
for that.
Yeah.
Do you know, Tony?
Something has to be done in the future. The costs at the mines are just.
We know the contract with the mines ends at the end of next year.
At the end of next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people have to realize this is the third building we tried to hook up with. You know, we try to build a building at the 911 center. We try to attach a building to the courthouse, and this is the third one. But we got to do something. I mean, the costs are getting out of sight, and people are afraid to take stuff there because of the bureaucracy. You got to pay when you take it there. You got to pay when you take it back out again.
Sounds like a loan. It sounds like a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I continue to explore other
potential venues.
other opportunities, and we'll see how that proceeds. But
and Georgie Porgy, I promise you want a paper copy. You're willing to read what that is. We'll make sure that you get a copy for what that is.
There's one on a counter right now in our office.
Well, that's not helping us, Mr. Forgot his homework.
Oh, yeah.
Seldom do you get to turn one around on a teacher, do you?
Yeah.
What happened this year that was good? Because this is the time we reflect, and I'd like to hear your reflections on what got accomplished, what you wish would have gotten accomplished, maybe for next year. Looking back at all of the...
Just mechanically at the courthouse, we've accomplished a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We've done things that we've been trying to do for the last 10 years. We got accomplished.
Did it take 10 years to do, or did it take 9 years to convince?
The financial aspects.
Okay.
It took 10 years to be able to pay for it.
Okay.
Several things, and you've been mentioned on the news broadcast and the other one. I'm proud of the election integrity that we had, and there was a compliment from one of the parties specifically about the great job that we did collectively as a county, and Colin Sisk did. This was a difficult year for elections, the primary and the presidential election, the volume, the recount, all that stuff. And our folks handled that well. I'm very, very proud of that. And earlier, the first caller, Charlie, complimented us on how well we worked together. And I think the budget is a reflection of that. That we work collaboratively, we set aside whatever philosophical or issues
we agree
that we have. But when it comes to fiscal accountability and the good governance that's required from the commissioners, I think we provided that. I think the budget is a strong reflection of our priorities and where we're doing things. So I'm very proud of that and the overall good governance. But specifically, broadband, we now have the opportunity of 750 homes in Beaver County that had no access that are going to have access right now.
You just got an example of that.
The radios for fire and police, finishing that up, and this completing the ARPA funding that we did and how much money we pushed out into the communities for infrastructure. Very proud of how we handled that. And some counties, I can tell you, we just came back from CCAB and Hershey. Some counties did not use their ARPA money beyond their own budget and financial needs. And the fact that we are financially stable is, I think, a result of our ability to push those ARPA funds out and use the interest off of funds and some other things to help with some shortfalls.
And that's why you see that we do get along, because we discuss things. We don't always agree, but whatever we do without fighting.
Yeah. How is that skill set a lost art, do you think? The agree to disagree and then objectively, not subjectively with feelings hurt, go back to work?
Yeah.
Well, I think the big thing for me, I mean, Tony's been there a lot longer and Dan longer than me, but I think none of us come in with an ideological, adamant posture.
My way or the highway.
Right, which you see, unfortunately, you see in Harrisburg with some people. In Congress, you clearly see it. And that just becomes, when you're just obstinate about listening to anybody else's viewpoint other than your own narrow ideological viewpoint, you're not going to get much done. The three of us, I don't think, have that kind of approach. We're here because we want to serve the county. Yeah. We have, at least in my case, I'm pretty sure Tony's after all that, we have no ambitions beyond trying to pay back our community and serve our community. And when you have that mindset and you've got the broad experiences that collectively we have, you're there to solve problems and make things better. And that requires you to be able to get along with people and have frank conversations, but get things done.
Imagine Republicans and Democrats working together. Oh, my.
Dogs and cats.
Yes.
I would say another thing about we finally completed our comprehensive plan, and I think looking forward into the future, there's 5 major aspects of that comp plan, and one is to continue to improve blighted communities in our downtowns, and I'm looking forward to that. Our downtowns have come a long way. You look at, just did an ad for New Brighton. You look what's happening in New Brighton and Beaver Falls and Ambridge, Aliquippa, Monaca. These towns are really starting to come back and are on their upswing, but there's still blight issues, and other downtown development we can do. That's a major aspect. Recreation. I think we've had a record year in events, recreation, and tourism this year, with what Tony Caltori and the group has done there, and the collaboration with Push Beaver County and other folks we've had. We've had more visitors, more people coming in I think, last year than I can remember since I've lived here. And that's our second major tenant, continuing to invest in recreation and tourism and connectivity to our riverfronts and trails. And I look forward to more of that kind of stuff. And then the guy mentioned housing, jobs, and infrastructure are still the other three components there that we'll continue to work on. But we've made some good progress. And I think there's going to be some good, despite Styropec closing, which was also on your news thing, there's some new businesses coming in that we'll be excited to talk about in the near future as well. So I think things are looking good. I think the future's very bright for Beaver County. But
is ask the commissioners, and people are calling with questions. Tony Amadeo is in the studio with me. Jack Manning is in the studio with me. This is being live Facebook fed. I was saying it wrong till Tony got me schooled up. Hi, thank you for calling. What's your question for the commissioners?
Hello?
Yeah, what's your question?
The question is this. How will revenues be affected with the reassessment of property values in Beaver County? Let me say, because Tony doesn't have headphones, how will the reassessment? How will the reassessment affect revenues?
How will the reassessment affect revenues?
Is it sort of like a backdoor tax increase?
We're revenue neutral in Beaver County.
Is it a backdoor tax increase? I know that sounds like a bad ZZ Top song. I don't even know what that means.
We're revenue neutral.
All right.
And we said that at the beginning, that when this was done, we were going to be revenue neutral. And
that doesn't mean that some people's taxes haven't gone up and some haven't gone down. But collectively from the county, there is no revenue increase as a result of the reassessment. The reassessment essentially is about tax fairness and making sure that whatever community you live in, you're paying your fair share. Some of our older towns, some of our riverfront towns were actually paying a disproportionate share of the revenue compared to other communities that had new housing developments and stuff, but had a different
I think
assessed value.
I think the wind just finally killed his phone.
Yeah.
The wind.
But,
it was howling. You were good to not have headphones.
I mean, here's the thing. And again, we always talk about this. From a county level, we're neutral. We're not raising taxes. That doesn't mean that there has been moderate increases or decreases across the board. We don't control the municipal taxes or the school taxes, and that's where we really can't comment much on
those
on
aren't
what
your
happens.
bridges.
This commissioner got hammered. So
what'd you do?
His taxes went up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, he lives in one of those communities that got more of the increase.
For those of you not watching the live Facebook feed, Mr. Amadeo is sitting here tapping his, kind of a Captain Bligh vibe. Doesn't look happy. I like that.
I will say this: mine went up slightly as well where I live, Eddie. But for the previous 20 years, I've been getting a bargain.
They did
on my taxes, and now it's caught up, and it's probably where it should be.
As the commissioners, Tony Amadeo and Jack Manning, and more with them. I got questions too. I'm just glad we're tax neutral. I don't know what that means.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Bob. We're retired, and we live at St. Barnabas in the Village.
We used to have a house.
Lived in it for 40 years.
Raised our kids.
But it became too much. The upkeep, the stairs.
Moving seemed like such a hassle. We didn't even know where to start, so we didn't.
Until we met Cindy at St. Barnabas.
She talked us through our options.
Yeah, and she helped us with our move and all the arrangements.
There was so much stuff. Who knew we had 3 fondue pots?
But she made it easy.
So easy.
Now we enjoy ourselves.
Golf, the pool, new friends, shuttles to where we want to go.
The pub and the food.
So good.
There wasn't a long-term commitment or any large fees.
And they have a healthcare system on campus with doctors if we need it. The kids really like that.
The kids like to come and eat with us.
There's an easier, worry-free way to retire at the Village at St. Barnabas. Come visit us for a free and informative counseling session and personal tour.
I can't believe you waited so long.
I can't believe you waited so long.
Visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com or call 724-443-0700.
Hear ye, hear ye. It's time to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Start celebrating at the Our Lady of the Valley Parish's 2024 Christmas Spectacular on Saturday, December the 7th at the St. Cecilia Church Hall on California Avenue in Rochester. The day starts with brunch with Santa from 10 until 1. The cost is just $10, and kids can take a picture with Santa, have story time, write a letter to baby Jesus and Santa, and participate in various crafts. The auction baskets can be previewed and chances purchased from December the 2nd to the 6th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the St. Cecilia Church Hall. For event tickets, call 724-561-3295 or 724-651-1403.
Football season is here, and East Rochester and Tuska Shop and Save is your tailgate headquarters. With all the food and beverages you need to make your tailgates and game day parties the best in town, fire up the grill with their top quality meats, delicious burgers, hot dogs, and chicken wings. Get your cheese and meat platters, dips, and all your game day snacks. Check out their wide variety of wines and the beer cave. Don't miss out on amazing weekly specials and save money at the pump with every dollar you spend. Stop by your Shop and Save at the Tuska Plaza or East Rochester today for everything you need this football season.
You're listening to Beaver County Radio, coming to you live from the Fried Transportation Studios. Beaver County Radio and Fried Transportation, a winning team. 99.3 FM and WBVP, providing news, sports, and information for 76 years.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
A winter weather advisory remains in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow, which could bring us an additional 3 to 5 inches of snow, along with continued gusty winds. Today it'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of snow showers. We'll see a high near 27. Snow showers likely tonight will drop down to a low around 22. Partly sunny tomorrow with a chance of snow mainly in the early part of the day. We'll reach a high of 29 and an overnight low of 21. And partly sunny on Saturday with a chance of snow flurries. We'll see a high near 33 and a low of 27. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
It is 24 degrees. The wind is blowing like the Dickens, as evidenced by the last gentleman's call. It was like a Pink Floyd record. I was into it. Jack Manning is here. Tony Amadeo is here. It's Ask the Commissioners. I told you about, I'm going to talk about pet names. Do you really want to talk about pet names? Tony, do you have pets?
Not now, but my daughter does, and we.
So they're kind of yours?
No, they visit for weeks at a time, and so
you're the pet sitter. You're the grandparents.
His name, he's got a big name, Hugo, and I feel really bad for him because poor guy, like all dogs, have to go out and relieve themselves in the grass.
Dogs, DJs,
and a tick got him, and he's got Lyme's disease.
No.
And which is a good thing because we thought he was having seizures really bad.
Okay.
But once they diagnosed that it was Lyme's disease, they're treating him now, and he's getting better.
So he is getting better just in time. Yeah, you don't want to have Lyme disease during Christmas season.
He's his legs can only be about 3 inches, 2 inches long, and when he goes for a walk with us, he prances.
Now, how long? Show me again.
It's about that big, little tiny legs.
Okay. What kind of dog is it?
Yorkie.
A Yorkie. That's one of them little yappy dogs. Looks like a foot slipper, don't it?
If a shadow goes by the front window, he starts. Oh my God.
Okay, Jack. I know you got beagles. Now they ain't quiet, submissive.
No, they're all our pets are really rescues. We have Archie and Daisy. Daisy's 14-ish. She was
14.
She was a rescue. It's kind of a sad story, and this is why I'm so supportive of the Humane Society. So I'll plug in for the Humane Society. But somebody brought her in as a 7-year-old with a litter of 2-day-old pups and said, "Here, take these." They said, "What's her name?" She doesn't have a name. She was obviously just being bred for
She was
for
a puppy
puppies.
mill.
A puppy mill thing. A sweetheart of a dog, still has some psychological issues, loud noises and different things still bother her, but she's a real sweetheart. And then Archie was a single dog, 8 weeks old, that was found somewhere. We got the call on that and looked at my wife and said, if we go, we're coming back with another dog. And we just lost another rescue that we'd had. We'd actually lost 2 dogs within a couple of 8 months, senior dogs that we had, Duke and Brookie. So that's how Archie came about. We think he's a beagle, but he might be part beagle, part treeing walker coon. because he's got different mannerisms.
Oh,
than a
God.
typical-
So he can howl and climb.
Yes. So he's looking up while her nose is down the whole time they're out there. So.
Yeah, well, you smell him? I see him.
Yeah, we also have a rescue cat, Ziggy, who's a complete pain in the butt as a cat. But
now that's saying something.
we coexist, and then everything has a name. We also have a couple of domestic ducks in.
Wait, you got
chicken,
ducks?
So, yeah.
How's the cat feel about the ducks?
Actually, the cat stays away from him. The dogs interact with him. They're all fine. We say no ducks, and they stay away.
So they know.
Yeah.
Do they ever give you that look as soon as you turn the corner, I'm going to jack one of them up?
Let me just say, Archie is a 3-year-old
Don't forget your chickens.
beagle coonhound.
Don't forget your chickens.
Yeah.
We have one chicken. If we had 3 chickens, we have one chicken.
He lives on the
Millie.
Ponderosa,
left,
you know.
so we have Millie, Mary, and Biscuit are the ducks and the chickens.
Now, don't tell me
my wife's in
ducks-
charge of those names.
Okay.
I
No.
named Archie, but
Do the ducks know their name? Like if you yell one duck name, does the correct duck come waddling over?
One of them does.
One of
That's
them.
all that
So
counts.
one of them knows
So
their
one
name.
of the 2 knows a name. That's all. Yeah.
So when I have the Chinese Christmas like Ralphie, I don't need to worry too much about
Yeah.
guilt, is what you're saying.
Well, I can tell you that those ducks and chickens and dogs and cat are taken better care of than I am on any given day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, most of it's self-imposed on my part, but
That's all right.
my wife makes sure that that is a welcome forever home for all of those rescues that we have.
The truest measure of what a person is in their soul is how they treat animals.
Yeah. I do believe there's a lot of merit to that comment. And when you see some of the horrendous acts, you know, and you go, man, what kind of a person is that?
It's
treat
one
an
of the,
animal that way.
It's one of those. It's going to be an Old Testament discussion. It ain't going to be a New
When they
Testament.
do
word.
those commercials with the dog, it just breaks
I
my
know.
heart. Breaks my
I
heart.
can't watch them sometimes. But,
Gentlemen, are we doing this again in January? It's a new year.
I hope so. I've got a 5-year record streak going here, so I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I think we both are. We don't get many opportunities to interact and communicate and talk to people.
Next year
when
will
we
be my
notice it for
18th
them.
year.
So that's a yes for you too. All right.
Yeah, you can count on me, Eddie.
All right.
I'm grateful for you and St. Barnabas and the program and Frank and everybody here. You guys have become good partners in this forum, and we appreciate it.
Beagle owners are good people. Yorkie owner, that's not yours.
It's his daughter's.
No, it's on mine.
Yorkie,
I have allergies really bad.
and that's the excuse
But
I would use too.
I love when he comes.
It's Ask the Commissioners on Teleforum on Beaver County Radio.
When the weather turns bad, you can now do 2 things. First, tune to Beaver County Radio for the latest cancellation announcements, and second, go to beavercountyradio.com and access our all-new closings and delays widget that is active anytime that there are weather-related events. If snow's got you covered, so do we at Beaver County Radio. Beaver County Radio social media and beavercountyradio.com. Snow Watch is presented by Monroe Auto Body, the Lisa Latham team at eXp Realty, the cornerstone of Beaver County, and Beaver County Radio. Make the holiday special with a delicious box of chocolates from Roseland Candy Castle in New Brighton. For over 100 years, Roseland Candy has continued to demonstrate unmatched passion for chocolates. Roseland chocolates are made from scratch with only the finest and freshest ingredients. Roseland's has luscious cherry cordials, peanut butter meltaways, chocolate-covered pretzels, and so much more. Come visit the area's chocolate experts in New Brighton. Roseland's will ship their fresh homemade chocolates to your friends and family directly from their store. Order online at roselandcandy.com, and remember, Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without Roseland Candy Castle.
Roseland Candy Castle can ship your chocolates anywhere. Visit online at roselandcandy.com. Celebrate the holidays with chocolates from Roseland Candy Castle on 5th Avenue in New Brighton.
Join Fisher's New Brighton Foodland and Beaver County Radio for 2 big live broadcasts benefiting our seniors. Stop in on December the 10th and 17th from 10 a.m. to noon to donate an item. Some items needed are socks, blankets, soap, lotion, puzzles, games, juice, cereal, peanut butter, coffee, tea, or a gift card. Join us for some fun, like spinning the prize wheel. See the new prize van. The following Santa helpers include the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, eXp Realty, the Latham Team, Forward RX, and Patriot Home Care. Let's put a smile on Beaver County citizens this Christmas.
Celebrate the holiday season at Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland. Make plans now to enjoy the Gift of the Magi December 6th through the 22nd and the Nutcracker December 13th through the 22nd. For tickets, visit LincolnParkArts.org.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.